What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about why I'm getting the Quarry and why you guys should too. This is my preview series where I talk about an upcoming game, movie, whatever it happens to be, and talk about, well, if I'm getting it or not getting it. And this is one of my most anticipated titles of the year, so the answer should be pretty obvious. And obviously, I just said, this is a game I'm getting. I'm absolutely getting this game. When this game was announced, which really was only, I think it was mid-March. I think it was like the week before, or maybe a day or two before the Hogwarts Legacy State of Play. That's how I put everything in perspective in my head of the time period. Well, the second it was announced, it became easily one of my most anticipated games of the year. With Starfield gone, with Redfall gone, I mean, we don't really know that many games in the fall. God of War Ragnarok, maybe. The Quarry stands an even better chance of maybe becoming Game of the Year. Obviously, it has to compete with Elden Ring and Horizon, but no, this is the game that I've been looking for a long time. I'm a gigantic fan of Supermassive games. I've talked about them so much on the channel. I've covered actually all of the Dark Picture Anthology games. I even covered Until Dawn, I think, back in the day. That I give them tough love because I want like the best possible games. I think the people that work there are incredibly talented. Until Dawn is one of my favorite games of all time, and that's why I give them tough love. I think the Dark Pictures Anthology started out very weak and has slowly moved up. I think the last game, House of Ashes, was actually pretty good and easily the best of those three. And then this game is literally the Until Dawn spiritual successor. That's what they call it. That's what it feels like based off of what we've seen of it so far. And I'm just ready to jump in. I mean, you got 9-10 hours. You got your cast of playable characters. You got your cast of just characters in general that all seem maybe not, again, much like Until Dawn, you may not like all of them, but they're there purposely, right? They're all going to serve their own purpose in the game. You got people like Brenda Song, David Arquette. I mean, there's some good people in this game that I can't wait to hopefully, well, my plan is hopefully save them all and then maybe do another playthrough where they all die horrific deaths. But no, everything we've seen of this game so far has me very excited. Am I worried about elements of it? Well, I don't know if they'll be able to literally make an Until Dawn 2. Like when I'm looking at this game and saying, it just didn't capture the feeling that Until Dawn made. That's really the only place that I'm at. I'm happy with everything that we've seen so far. IGN, obviously, did that IGN First feature. They featured like 30 minutes of gameplay, which really, I mean, it's not really a spoiler because it just is what it is, but it's the first 30 minutes of the game, so like now you know how the game starts. We got the movie mode announced, right, where you can literally just watch this game. You don't even have to play it. You can just watch it play out. I mean, and I've said this before, I mean, I really think in that way specifically, it's kind of a game for anybody. Anybody who likes horror, anybody that likes the, Supermassive games that they've done, I really think it appeals to everybody because now you don't even have to be worried about killing people off. You can just do movie mode and watch it literally as a 9 to 10 hour movie. Set your boundaries. Hey, do you want all the characters to live? Do you want them to die? How do you want them their personality to be? You pick that and then you just watch it. No, I'm not going to do that. I may do it after I play it, but I definitely am going to be playing it through, facing the consequences in the moment with my own decision making. But yeah, I mean, the game visually looks good. There is something to be said that these games, they're starting to age a little bit in terms of maybe they need a jump in technology. I would generally agree. I think, again, that's kind of tough love. The tough love part is Until Dawn at the time looked like top tier. It still now looks really good. Like the game is, I think, 7 years old this August, and it still holds up really well. It doesn't look all that old. Yet again, some of PlayStation's greatest games from that era, Uncharted 4, is 6 years old. That game looks like it could have come out yesterday, and you would still be saying great things about it, right? So, it is tough love because I do think overall the facial animations, the stiffness kind of stuff, that could be overall tweaked, but it still looks pretty decent, especially, back then. Still looks decent now for a game like The Quarry. And then, again, in terms of the characters and just playing it through, it's all about potential. It's all about potential for me. I want this game to be I don't actually want this game to be an Until Dawn 2. Like, if there's no Wendigos, which I doubt there would be, right? I'm not going to flip out and say, like, damn it. You screwed us over. No, I just want a game that can really put it all together, that's got this cast of characters that for one reason or the other, you care about them, or at least you understand them. Decisions matter, choices matter, big decisions throughout the game, right, that are going to kind of like catch you by surprise, stuff like that. I mean, the dynamics between the characters. I mean, I obviously am very much putting the bar high, and so maybe it's possible, I guess, that they don't hit that bar. But and again, I guess there is a biasness to it. I do generally like them, like I give them more of the benefit of the doubt. But I'm also very willing to criticize. Like I did not like Man of Medan. I did not like, and even Little Hope. While some people started to turn around with Little Hope, I didn't really think Little Hope was that good either. In fact, I thought it was. I won't go into a review of it. I just think House of Ashes was actually the game that they started to turn things around. Little Hope was better than Man of Medan, but not, and we actually still have the Devil in Me, which is the 4th game in the Dark Pictures anthology at the end of the year. So we'll see. I guess a question I have is what really is going to be, besides the fact that the game basically is like doubled in size and scope, right? Dark Pictures games are like 4 or 5 hours long, whereas this game is promised to be like 9 to 10. So besides that, is it really going to feel different than the Dark Pictures game, or is it gonna feel like a longer Dark Pictures game? Does that make sense? So I'm gonna, that's something I'm obviously wondering. And the final thing I guess to say, or just to kind of throw out there, is the price. I mean, factually, this game is a very expensive. This game is a $70 game on next-gen platforms. That's it just raises the bar, right? Obviously, everybody has their mark of, all right, well, if I spend this amount of money, I expect this kind of quality or this length of a game. Again, none of these games have ever been, even Until Dawn is like a 8-hour game. None of them are long, but the fact is I don't know if you're supposed to. I've actually only played Until Dawn through a couple times. I normally don't sway too far from the choices I made the first time. But, you can play it multiple times, and that is obviously going to extend, the length of the game or how much time you spend with the game. So it is definitely pricey. I don't love spending $70 on it on the PS5, but, it is what it is. And I'm just hoping that they capture that magic of Until Dawn once more. Not necessarily an Until Dawn 2, but something of that ilk, right? So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, so you know when all these videos go up. I will be covering The Quarry quite a bit when the game releases. We'll have plenty of videos on the channel talking all things about it, whatever happens with that game, right? If you guys want to follow me anywhere else, all of my social media is in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video.